everybody. We're here for a beginner Pilates workout. We're going to use a little bit of equipment today. The only things you'll need are a ball. A good substitute for ball if you don't have one is a bath towel. Just fold it up as many times as possible to make a sort of ball shape. We're also going to use a resistance band, a long resistance band. But if you don't have a resistance band, it's fine. The exercises that we're doing you can also do without, so don't worry too much about it. Now we're going to start standing up. And with that ball or that towel or something between your knees. And we're just gonna do a little posture check. Just standing really tall through the top of the head. Draw your abdominals in, button your ribs down towards your hips, and have a little bit of a squeeze on that ball. So just get the inner thighs working a little bit. And breathe out, drop the hips down, lift the arms up. Breathe in, come back to standing. Exhale, drop the hips. Inhale, lift. 2 more times, lower and lift. Last one, down and up. Now take your hands down to your side, drop your chin to your chest, and leading with the top of that head, just roll yourself all the way down, hanging over your legs. Just hang there for a little bit, just nod your head, and then shake the head no, shaking side to side. Bend the knees, scoop the belly button in, and slowly roll yourself back up to standing. Just re-stepping one vertebra on top of the other, shoulders on top of ribs, head comes on top of the shoulders. Take a big breath in, lift the arms up. And then as you breathe out, come up into your balance. Just holding nice and high, but sink the shoulders down away from the ears. Everything else is reaching up. You're going to lower the heels down and up. Breathe in and out. For 3 and 2. Last one, come up and hold. Reach the arms out to the side, slowly lower the heels and reach your hands together behind your back. Lift the arms, lift the chest, inhale. And then exhale, drop the hands back to your sides, chin to your chest, round the spine and roll yourself all the way down over the legs. Again, just letting the head hang. This time we're going to just sway left and right, just torso side to side. If you can touch them out with those fingertips, just sweep the fingertips right to left. Come back to the center, bend your knees, get your hands down to the mat and walk your hands forward. Drop your knees down, drop that ball down, and take your hands directly beneath your shoulders. So you're in an all-fours position, the ball or something between your knees. We're going to breathe out, lift your knees just an inch or so up off the mat, scoop the belly button and squeeze the ball really tight, and then inhale, lower the knees back down. Exhale, lift the knees, press into those fingertips, squeeze the ball, hollowing the abdominals, and then inhale down 3 more times. Inhale to hold, exhale to lift, just hollowing, scooping, squeeze the inner thighs, and drop it back down. Last 2, tightening the abdominals, tightening the inner thighs, and lower. Last one, we're going to hold 4 squeezes. Squeeze 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lift your knees all the way up. Press into the backs of the heels, and then walk your hands back to your feet. Bend the knees, round the spine, and again, articulate that spine as you come all the way back up to standing. Once the head is up, I'm going to roll your shoulders back, 2 circles back, and then 2 circles forward. Okay, we're going to actually remove the ball for the next plank variation. Again, we're going to chin to chest, articulate the spine, leading with the crown of that head. So let it lead you all the way down to the mat. Soften your knees, walk your hands forward, breathing out as you come forward. And then we're going to come all the way down to your elbows. Drop your hips so they're in line with your shoulders. Lift your head up, and we're just going to tap the right knee and then the left knee. Right and left. Now, if this is too strong, just hold both knees down and just lift one side, drop it down, then the other side, drop it down. Either way, either with both knees up tapping, stay there 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to lower both knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift both knees up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Looking off the end of the mat. 2 more. Breathe in to drop. Breathe out to lift. Last one. Low to high. And then drop your knees. Sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms. Stretch your back. Rest your head on the mat. Good. Slide your hands back. Change position. Put yourself onto your back. And again, we're going to grab either the towel or the ball, whatever you have to hand. Lift your knees up to tabletop. Now, if you don't have a towel or ball, you're just kind of getting as much workout in. Just squeeze your knees together. It's just trying to get that inner thigh connection. Take the ball, if you have it, zip the belly button in. Try to scoop the abdominals, point your ribs towards your hips. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, so peeling up so you're pumped on the tips of your shoulder blades and pump the arms. Breathing in for 4 beats. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. So we're looking in towards the abdominals, keeping the belly button pulled in tight. Breathe in. Now if you want to advance this, you stretch the legs long. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. 4 more breaths. Inhale. Get the shoulders high. Scoop the belly button in tighter. Squeeze that ball between the knees. Strong breath. Good. Breathe in. Belly button's in tight. And up. 2, 3, 4. Last one. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Good. Take the shoulders back. Take the feet down to the mat, still with a ball or something between the knees, or the knees just tight together. Exhale. Press your lower back down into the mat. Hollow the abdominals once again. Hands come behind the head. We're going to curl the shoulders up as you squeeze that ball. Inhale, lower back down. Make sure you still have a good grip on the ball. Exhale, lift. Scoop the belly button in. Squeeze that ball. So tightening the inner thighs. Abdominals are tight. Curling up. Squeeze, hold. Inhale, release. 4 more times. And release. So it's almost like you're pulling things, tucking them up under your rib cage. Pressing that lower back down into the mat. Sliding the ribs over those abdominal muscles towards your hips. With the next one, I'm going to cross the body, hands reaching to the opposite knee, slide a little further, and then inhale down. Left hand to right knee, stretch a little further, and then down. Just cross, reach, and back. So touch the hands to the knees, stretch a little further, and back. Feel the obliques, the sides of the waist, tightening with each cross that hand. Reach, and back. And there for 4. Still squeezing the ball, squeezing the inner thighs, tightening the abdominals. Last 2. And back. And 1. And back. Good. Let's take the ball away. Pull your knees in. Turn the head side to side. We'll stretch the neck. We're going to keep the right knee in, but stretch your left leg out long. You're going to curl the head and shoulders up off the mat and switch legs. Strong exhale with each knee pull. Chin to your chest. Imagine you're holding an apple or something under that chin. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the head down. Pull the knees in. And then I'm going to keep the head on the mat and extend both arms and legs. Exhale. Inhale, pull the knees to the chest. Exhale, reach. If you want to advance this, we then curl the head and shoulders up off the mat as you stretch and bend. Reach and tuck. Keep the feet together. Keep the inner thighs together. Stay there for 4. Keep the rib cage down on the mat. Make sure that lower back isn't arching up. Last 2 and tuck. Hold the last one there for 4, 3. Stretch to the fingers, stretch to the toes, and then inhale. Pull the knees in once again. Now lift the toes up to the ceiling. Get the legs as straight as you can. Lift the head, lift your shoulders. We're going to hold the right leg, let the left leg drop, and then switch. Now, if you want to dial this back, just keep the head down on the mat. Bend the knees slightly, just tapping the toes, holding the back of the knee. If you want to dial it up, again, head and shoulders up, legs are long and straight. Stay there. 8 and 7. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take the shoulders back, pull the knees in, then drop the knees down to the mat. Your knees are bent, hands are off the edges of the mat. Sink your shoulders down, and we're going to drop the knees to the right as you look to the down, and we're going to drop the knees to the right as you look to the left. Your feet are on the floor. Exhale, pull the knees back to the midline. Inhale, drop the knees to the left as you look to the right. So you feel a little stretch, a little mobility work through your lower back. As the knees go in one direction, the head goes in the opposite direction. Switch. Come back to the center, lift the right knee, lift your left knee. Now we're going to do the same movement, but now the feet are floating. So drop both knees to the right, turn the head to the left. Breathe out, lift the head and the knees back to the midline. Breathe in, knees to the left. So let gravity let those knees drop as close to the floor without forcing it. And then let the muscles lift everything back to that starting point. Last one, inhale and exhale. Good. Keep your feet up off the mat. Take your hands behind the head. Lift the head and shoulders up and then turn towards the opposite knee. So pull one knee into the chest, the other leg long. Switch and switch. Staying there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now last one, we're going to hold 4 pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, change. Exhale, hold. 4, 3, 2. Same again. Just hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one, hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the shoulders back. Pull the knees in. Just circle your knees around. And then lift the toes up to the ceiling. Take your hands behind the head. You're going to curl the head and shoulders up, looking towards the thighs. I'm going to lower the right leg down and up. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift. Now, if you don't get the legs straight, that's okay. Again, the knees can be soft. Good. Stay there for 4. Keep the belly button in and keep that lower back close to the mat. Last 2. Keep your breath flowing. And 1. Good. Now, the next one, we're going to try to lower both legs. Just lower down, down, down. Wherever you start to lose the control, that's where you stop. Lift it back up. Exhale as you lower. Hold. Inhale, lift. Now, if this feels too strong, just do single legs again, alternating. Lower, lower. Hold and lift. Last one. Head and shoulders stay up. Lower the legs down. And then lift. And then come into your recovery position with your knees into your chest. Grab your hands behind the knees, draw your chin in, and we're going to roll up to sitting and stretch your legs out in front of you. Slide your hand down those legs, just wrapping around the backs of the calves as you draw your chest towards your knees, let your head hang. We take your right ear to your right shoulder, and then switch it. Left ear comes over to that left shoulder, just stretching out the neck a little bit. One more time each way, right ear to right shoulder, and turn your head to the left. And then breathe in, straighten out the back, float your hands up. We're going to breathe out around the spine and roll halfway down. Now exhale, lift the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, reach them in front of you. So really reach those fingertips as you lift and lower. Scoop the belly button in, squeeze your inner thighs together, squeeze your legs together. Last 2. And down. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower, and then reach forward. Just folding over those legs. Good. And then again, inhale, come into your straight back, shoulders down. Exhale again, halfway back, hold. Now twisting to the left, open the arm out. Inhale, center. Twist right, look over the shoulder. Inhale, center. And left, center, right, center. One more time each way. Last one. Back to the center. Now I want you to resist as you come down for it. Just slowly, slowly, slowly all the way down. Big breath in. Lift your rib cage. Get a nice stretch through the abdominals. And then sink the ribs back down. Good. All right, we're going to bend your knees coming into our shoulder bridge series. We're going to start with the ball. So place the ball between your knees, or again, you can use that towel. Option to use the band as well. So laying the band over your hips. You're going to walk your shoulders down away from your ears. Squeeze your ball tight. Press your lower back into the mat. Inhale to hold. And then exhale, squeeze the glutes, narrow the waist, squeeze the inner thighs as you lift. Inhale down. We're going to say 8 to 10 times here. Lift and lower. Again, squeezing everything, narrowing everything. Everything's pulling in towards your midline. So we're wrapping the glutes around the tailbone, wrapping the corset muscle around your middle to narrow that waist. Squeezing that ball with those inner thighs. Exhaling with each lift. Keeping the arms down on the mat. Holding that band. In for 4. And 3. Last 2. And hold the last one up. Now lift your arms up to the ceiling and pull that band. And keep the hips high in your shoulder bridge. Keep squeezing that ball. Think rib to hip connection. So slightly shorten the ribs. Down towards your hips, tightening the abdominals. Stay there. 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Reach the arms up, backs the hands. Reach to the that wall behind you, touching the floor. And then we're gonna drop the rib cage down, roll through your middle back, bone by bone through the lower back, and then the hip bones and tailbone come down last, and we take the band back over those hips. Now the second set, we're gonna do on our tiptoes. So heels high, lower back presses down into the mat, shoulders away from the ears, belly button pulled in tight, peel the hips up, squeeze the balls, squeeze the glutes, inhale down, exhale up, good. Stay there for 6 and 5. Again, think high to low, full range of motion. So you can get the hips really stretching into that band. Last 4 and 3, 2, hold the last one up. Again, we're gonna lift those arms up over your shoulders, try to shorten the band a little bit and pull the elbows, stretch that band and release. Stretch and release. Narrow the waist, zip the core tight. Stay there 4 and 3. Squeezing the glutes, keeping the hips high. Last one, arms up to the ceiling and then reaching to the wall behind you. Backs the hands on the floor, still with a little pull on that band. Round the spine, rib cage down first, middle back second, 1 vertebra at a time through your lower back, hip bones, and then tailbone, and then drop your heels and take your hands back over your hips. Now we're gonna take the ball away and actually pop the band to the side as well. So no equipment for the next one. Walk your hands close to your feet, and I want you to actually lift your toes up. So you're balancing just on your heels. Again, hands, we're gonna just place the hands on your lower abdominals just to get that scooping, really feel that pelvic tilt as you press the lower back down into the mat. Hold for 1 inhale, breathing in, expanding your ribs out like an umbrella. And then closing that umbrella as you start to peel the spine up, still with the toes just up off the mat. Now button your ribs towards your hips and the front, just closing down those abdominals a little bit. And then we're gonna lift the right knee up. Drop the hips down. And so it's a single leg shoulder bridge. If this feels too strong, just keep both feet on the mat. Lift and lower. But if you can, try to keep that knee above your hip, balancing on your left heel. Again, trying to keep those toes up so that inspires the glute muscle a little bit more. Stay there 3, 2, last one. We're gonna hold up, take the toes back down. So now you're on a flat foot, point the toe up the top leg and then tap that toe on that right toe and lift. Just tap the right toe down and keep pressing through that left foot to keep the hips high. Nothing else moves. Last 3 and lift. 2 and 2 and up. Last 1 and lift and lower. Just drop your hips all the way down. Take a big breath in. And with your next exhale, again, hands to the lower abdominals. Tilt that pelvis, curl the pubic bone in towards your chest, hollowing the belly button in. Breathe into the sides of the rib cage. Big expanding breath. And then exhale, peel. And then exhale, peel the spine all the way up. Walk your hands closer to the feet, button your ribs closer towards your hips. Lift your left knee and lift the toes on your right foot. So we're balancing on the right heel now. Inhale, lower the hips down and lift. Touch the mat and go as high as you can. Each time touching the mat without resting, lifting, really squeezing up. Stay there 6 and 5. Squeezing that right glute. 4, last 3, 2, last 3, 2, hold the last one up, tap the toe and lift and tap. And feel free to use your hands to help you press the mat away. Last 4 and 3, you can actually last 4 and 3, you can actually let those toes come down on that right foot. Last 1. And then we take the left foot down, lift the hips a touch higher, breathe in, reach the arms all the way to the wall behind you, backs the hands touch the floor, and then drop the rib cage down, roll through your middle back, just 1 vertebra at a time, coming down into the mat, just releasing any tension through the lower back. There goes the water. And then tug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Okay. All right, draw your chin in, hands behind your knees. I'm gonna roll up and balance here. Chin in, hands behind your knees. I'm gonna roll up and balance here. So when we lift your feet, elbows out to the side, and we're just gonna lower that chest. Hold, keep hold at the backs of the knees, and then pull everything and lift that chest, lift the chin. Inhale, let the shoulders kind of open out, and then pull back. Inhale, almost pressing those knees out into the hands, and then pull it actively back, lifting the chest, lifting the chin. Inhale, rounded shoulders. Exhale, lift. Last two. And lift. One more. Down and up. And just let the feet come down, straight up the back with a big breath in. And we're going to find our balance again. I'm going to dial that up a notch, taking the hands away and just come down and up. Again, try to round the spine and then lead with that chest, straighten up the back. Imagine the shoulders kind of pulling forward and then pulling back. Last three. And feel free to do another set with the hands behind the knees. Two. Last one. Come up and hold. So grab the backs of the knees, roll the shoulders back, lift the head, and stretch those legs as straight as you can. Inhale, bend the knees, pull the shoulders back again. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bend. Last one, lift. And then slowly lower the legs down. Slide your hands forward. Flex your feet, pulling your toes in. So you can grab your toes and just pull that upper body forward. Now grab your band and wrap it around your feet. We're going to cross it in front of you. So you've got a little X in front of your feet. Hold your band quite close to the feet, so it's a short band. Straighten up your back. Imagine string out of the top of the head. Lengthen your back. Imagine string out of the top of the head. Lengthening, shoulders down away from the ears. And then wrap the elbows behind you and forward. Narrow waist. Exhale. Inhale. Now if you don't have a band, you go through the motions, just squeezing and releasing, like you're pushing it through wet cement, pulling those arms back, slowly reaching them forward. Aim for 6 and 5. Last 4, 3. So you can grow any taller. Can you narrow the waist? Last 1. Reach the arms to the front, elbows up, over, back, and around. Big circles. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it forward the other way. Big exaggerated circles. 3 and 2. Last 1. Good. Now just roll yourself back, slowly coming down from that. We're going to lift the legs up, slide the band through your hands, and then lower the legs down. Just stretching, and lower the legs down. Just stretching, and lower and lift. Now, if you don't have a band, just lower those legs as much as you can control. This one's actually easier if you have a band because you're not gonna let those feet drop. Stay there for 3 and 2. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you lift. Last one, and let's roll all the way up. Good, and pop your band out to the side. So we're going to come to all 4s. Slide the shoulders down away from the ears. Zip the belly button in and stretch your right leg out long. Now lift that leg up and down. 8 and 7. Press into your fingertips. Really lift the spine between your shoulder blades. So really working into your upper back, slightly pulling your hands apart on that mat as if you're trying to rip your mat in two. That should help you to engage your upper back. Last one, toe comes down to the mat, zip the core in a little tighter. Now squeeze that right glute again, take the foot out and back. Up and over, up and back. Stay there for 8. Narrowing your waist, feeling the corset muscles, that transverse abdominals tightening to help you stabilize the spine. That's 3 and 2. Hold the last one. So at the corner of the mat, point that toe, stretch that leg as long and straight as you can. Add a little turnout and lift the legs, squeeze at the top. Inhale slowly down to the mat. Exhale, lift up, squeeze, and then resist gravity as you come down. 5 more. Lift, squeeze, hold, and down. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take the foot back in line with that hip. And we're going to extend the left arm and the right leg. Breathe out, round the spine, pull the knee in towards the chest. Inhale, stretch the arm and leg out. Exhale, tuck, and reach. 4 more, tuck, and reach. Last 3, 2, 1 more, tuck, reach, and then down. Just do a quick sit back onto the heels just to circle the wrists. And come back to all fours, shoulders away from the ears. Lift the spine between the shoulder blades. Extend your left leg back. Squeeze that left glute. Zip the core in tight. Lift the leg up and down. Press into your fingertips. Spread the weight right to the ends of those fingers to take the weight off of your wrists. Almost cupping the palms of your hands. Really pressing the mat away. Slightly pulling the hands apart. Keep the belly button pulled in tight. Abdominals. Stay there. 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Now tap the foot out and in like a bouncing ball. Up and over, up and back. Stay there for 6 and 5. 4. Narrow waist. Strong arms. Last 2. Squeezing that left glute. Hold the last one. Point the toe. Add your little turnout, little rotation on that leg. Exhale, lift, squeeze at the top. Inhale, resist gravity as you come back down to the mat. Exhale, lift up, squeeze, hold. Inhale, lower. Hold. Inhale, lower. 6 more. No bend in your elbows. Arms are strong and straight. Last 2. And down. And 1. Take the leg down. Slide the foot back in line with the hip. We're going to extend your right arm and your left leg. Breathe out, round the spine, knee to your forehead. Breathe in, stretch the arm, stretch the leg. Exhale, tuck. And reach. 4 more. Tuck. And reach. Last 3. So reach. Last 3. So rounding the spine, imagine a string in the middle of your back. Rounding the spine, imagine a string in the middle of your back. Lifting it up to the ceiling. And dropping it back down. Last one, rounded spine. Straighten the back, hands and knees come down to the mat. Just hold in your all fours position for a moment. Take your left arm, thread it through the body. You're going to keep reaching it all the way through. Right arm goes up to the ceiling. Arms in a 90-degree angle. Press into that lower arm as you reach through the top arm. Take that right hand down. Left arm comes back through the body. Fingertips up to the ceiling, just reversing the twist of the spine. Imagine somebody's pulling that hand to the wall behind you. Then inhale, lower the left hand. We switch sides now. Right hand, threading through the body. Keep reaching through. Head and shoulders stay down on the mat. Left arm goes up to the ceiling. Press into the back of your right arm. Reach through the fingertips on that left arm. Inhale to hold. And then exhale, drop the left hand. Right hand comes back through. And again, we reverse the twist, lifting that arm up to the ceiling. And then hands come back down to the mat. Good. Now we're going to come to sitting. Feel free to grab a quick sip of water. And we're going to need the band for the next one. So I want you to sit on the middle of your band. If you don't have a band, again, we're going to go through the motions without the extra resistance of the band, just really trying to focus on squeezing the muscles. So band goes under your hips. If you're not comfortable with your legs crossed, you can have your legs out. And it can be in like a diamond shape, or you can be sitting higher onto a cushion. Whatever works best for you, however you can best keep your spine nice and long and straight. Now wrap the core muscles around your middle. Find that length through the top of the head. And keep the muscles there to support that length. Shoulders down away from the ears, arms out to your sides, little circles. We're going to aim for 2 sets of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Counting down now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now reverse the circles. 1. So again, if you're not using the band, just really squeeze, stretch those fingertips, keep the belly button pulled in tight. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the arms down, just roll your shoulders out, just release any tension. Try to hold tension through your abdominals, not into your neck. So try to keep your neck relaxed as we go through these. Exhale, lift the arms up. Inhale, lower, and lift, and lower. Imagine metal bars holding your ribs towards your hips. Try not to flare the rib cage. Stay there. 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly resisting as you come all the way down. Hands to the front now. Lift the chest. Sit the core in tight. Add a little pelvic floor lift. So just trying to really support from underneath. Exhale, hands stay close together, arms go right up to those ears. Inhale down, exhale up and down. Keep going. 6 more. So I just want you to see that the back stays perfectly straight as you're doing this. We're not kind of arching into that lower back, opening up the rib cage. Just slow, controlled movements. Back perfectly long and straight. 4 more. And 3. Keep moving. Last 2. And hold the last one up. Now lower the right arm down and up. Alternate left arm and lift and up. Alternate left arm and lift. 4 more. Low to high. 3. Keep the core strong. Keep the ribs pointing the hips. Last 2. And 1. And then resist all the way back down to the mat. And just roll up the shoulders. I want you to drop your chin to your chest. And then look up to the ceiling. And then take your hand over the top of your head. The other hand touches the shoulder. And just stretch out that side of the neck. Really lengthening that distance between the shoulder and your ear. Turn the nose down towards the floor. Gently pull the back of the head. And then turn your nose up to the ceiling. Still leaning into that right shoulder. Now change sides. One hand on the right shoulder. Other hand on that right ear. Again, lengthen. Just increase that distance between the ear and the shoulder. Gently pulling down. Turn your head so it's pointing to the floor. And then look up to the ceiling. And then just look all the way up. So both shoulders down, looking up, and then looking down. Good. Okay, now we're going to come up to standing. I always like to challenge people to try to stand without using your hands. It's a really good skill. Sometimes you need a little momentum to work on it, but it's something to practice. We're going to use the ball. I want you to step your feet wide. Turn your toes out. Squeeze that ball in front of your chest, shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to bend the knees. Inhale, lift. And lower and lift. So I want you narrowing the waist, tailbone reaching down towards the floor, keeping your chest up, pulling those knees to the wall behind you. Say 4 more. And 3. Last 2. Hold the next one down, little pulses low. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now reach the ball out in front of you, pull your shoulders back, lift one heel up, inhale, stretch, and bend. Extend, and bend. 4 more. Exhale as you come down, inhale as you lift. Try to squeeze the glutes at the top, squeeze the ball at the bottom. Last 2. Holding the next one down, pulse low. 8, 7, 6, 5. Try to roll the shoulders back, tuck your tailbone. 2, and 1. Now drop that right heel, lift the left arms overhead. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. High to low. 4 more. 3. Last 2. 1. We hold down, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, before we do the last set, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a rest. Let the blood come back into those muscles. And the ball comes back to the chest. We bend the knees again as we started, but this time we lift both heels up. Breathe in, stretch, and bend. High to low. If you need to modify this, just drop the heels back down, make it a little smaller. Take little breaks if you need it. Last 2, squeeze that ball, try to pop that ball or towel, whatever you're using. Hold the last one, 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stretch legs, drop your heels, turn your toes forward, and take the ball down to the floor. Let your head hang over those legs, and we're just going to pop the ball to the side. Nod your head a couple of times to relax any tension through the neck. And then lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Turn your shoulders. Keep the hips parallel to the floor. So the hips are almost twisting in one direction as the shoulders twist in the opposite direction. Inhale as you drop that right hand down and change. Left arm up to the ceiling. Look up at that hand. Keep the hips parallel. And then inhale. Left hand down to the right foot. Bend the right knee. Lift the right arm. So getting that nice stretch on the inside of that left leg. So my right knee is bent. Left leg is straight. Change legs. So reach the right hand to the left foot. Left arm to the ceiling. Again, turning the shoulders, looking up. And then come back to the center. Both legs straight, back straight, toes turned out. Now we're going to soften the knees and roll yourself slowly up like a rag doll. Now we're going to slide one hand down the side of the leg, the other reaches up to the ceiling. Inhale, change sides, lift straight up. Good. Okay, take your feet together. We're going to come back down to the mat. And then extend the arms, extend the legs, pull the shoulder back, and take this hand, wrap it around your waist, and find a little gap, a little lift through that lower oblique, that muscle at the bottom of your waist. Now we're going to lift both legs up, zip the belly button in a little tighter, lift the top leg in a couple of inches higher, small circles, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's even lift that hand to the ceiling, reverse your circles, 8, 7, 6. Keep the belly button pulled in, straight, strong abdominals. That lower leg is working even though it's not moving. Hold the next one, flex both feet, lift the top leg up, 8. So we're really kicking through the heel of both feet. So stretching both legs long as we focus on strengthening the top leg. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the feet down and scissor both legs. 8, 7. So I want you to take this hand now to your hip. Almost push it away from you. So lengthening that waist and stabilizing the hip. Stay there. 4, 3. Both legs are straight. 2, 1. Legs come together. We're going to slide your hand down the leg. Lift your head, lift your feet. Lower the head, lower the feet. Slide the hand down the leg. Lift the head, lift the feet. Squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale down. 3 more. Lift. And then we can press into that hand that's on the mat. Last 2. And down. 1 more. Hold there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now drop the knee forward. Reach both arms out into a wide T. Back to the hands. Try to reach to the floor. Try to keep that knee anchored down to the mat, that top knee. And then circle your back hand over your head, past the arm, past the leg, all the way behind. Stretch the arms a little longer. Reverse your circle. Take the arm down, past the leg, past that hand, up over your head and out. And now we're going to close the hands back together like a book. So just closing forward, and we're going to open that book one more time. Lift arm up to the ceiling. Fingertips reach the wall behind you. And then closing it down again. Reaching, lengthening through those fingertips as everything comes back together. And then we change sides. Just spin yourself around. Extend the arm. Head rests on the outstretched arm. Wrap the muscles with those hands. So just narrowing the waist, finding that little gap under the lower part of the waist. Lift both feet up off the mat. Squeeze the inner thighs together for 1 second. And then we lift the top leg. Small circles. Hands to the lower abdominals. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift that arm up. Reverse your circles. 8 the other way. So lower leg is hovering up off the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Flexed feet. Kick the heels away. Pull those toes in. Reach the heels. You lift and lower. High to low. Keep your neck long. Good. I'm going to do 4 more. Last 3, 2. Keeping that lower leg up off the mat. Last 1. And then scissor both legs. 8, 7. Let's take the hand to the hip. Almost pushing that hip away. Just lengthening that top half of the body. Then keeping the hip perfectly still. Stay there. 4, 3. Both legs stay straight. Lift them a little higher. Last 1. I want you to take the feet together. I'm going to slide the hand down the side of the leg. Lift your head. Lift your feet. Inhale, lower the feet. Lower the head. Exhale, lift. Hold. Inhale, release. 4 more. Lift, hold. Pressing into that hand that's on the mat. And 3. So feeling this rib to hip connection at the top of the waist. Just tightening that muscle. And squeezing the inner thighs. Last 1. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the feet. Drop that top knee forward. Arms reaching out into a wide T. Get the backs of your hands close to the mat as you stretch with the fingertips. The back arm then goes over your head, Pass the arm in front of you, past your leg, staying as close to the floor as possible. Reach it behind you, stretch both arms a little longer, stretch at the fingertips, reverse to circle, take it back past the leg, past the arm, over your head, dragging along the floor, then reaching behind. Now we're gonna close that book. Lift the arm up to the ceiling, reach at the fingertips until the hands come back together, and then open it, lift the arm up, reaching, turning the rib cage as you look over the shoulder behind you, and then last time, lifting up, closing everything together, and we're gonna flip over onto your front. So just go ahead and roll over onto your front, center yourself in the middle of your mat. Your feet should be about hip width apart, feet stay on the mat. We're gonna exhale. We're gonna start with the hands on the mat, just lifting the chest and lower. Keep looking down at the mat. One more time with the hands down. Now we're gonna lift the arms up into a W shape. Pull those elbows almost behind your ribs. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, lift, pull the elbows into that W. Inhale, it's like you're trying to pull your elbows together behind your back. Pull your shoulder blades together. Keep your pubic bone heavy on the mat, the tailbone reaching towards your heels, so we're not collapsing into our lower back as we lift the chest. Keep the core strong. Last one. Pull into that W, and now I'm going to stretch the arms forward as you lower the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Last one. And reach. Good. Now I want you to find your ball, wherever it may be, or the towel. Or you can actually just slide your hands along the floor if you don't have either of those handy. You're gonna rest your hands on top of that ball, and then lift your chest, pressing into the ball. Lower the chest as you roll the ball away. Exhale, lift. Really lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of the head, and lower. Press into that ball as you lift. Really pressing as hard as you can. And lower. Your modification is just kind of pressing into the floor and down and lift. So if you don't have the ball, you can just slide those hands. Last one, lift and lower. Now sweep your arms, leave that ball behind, arms back to your sides. Lift the chest, turn the pinkies up to the ceiling. Imagine you're pinching a pencil between your shoulder blades. Inhale, back to the hands, touch the mat. Exhale, rotate the arms, pinkies up to the ceiling, shoulder blades together, looking down at your mat. Inhale, lower. Now with the next one, we're going to add the legs. We're going to lift your legs up, squeeze your glutes, stretch those toes. Inhale, down. Exhale, rotate the arms, lift toes. Inhale, down. Exhale, rotate the arms, lift, hold, and lower. Last one, chest up, turn the pinkies up, pull the shoulder blades together, stretch those toes, and then down. Now, I want you to lace your fingers together behind your back, walk your feet closer together, so I want your heels touching, lift your legs, heels touching, reach the hands down the backs of the legs, look at your mat. Inhale, drop everything down. Exhale, lift the chest, lace the fingers, reach the hands down the legs, heels together, squeeze the inner thighs, and release. Last one, chest up, hands together, heels together, hold. If you can't lace the fingers, just get as close as you can. And then down, hands under your shoulders now, and sit back into a child pose, just to stretch out your lower back. Now change, left hand on top of at the left side of the mat, right hand on top. Sit back into your right heel as you stretch the arms out to the left. And then back to the center, roll onto your back. Grab your band. Band goes around the right foot. Send your left leg out. Now, if you don't have a band, just obviously hold the leg with your hands. Or feel free to grab that towel that you may have been using and wrap your towel around your foot so you have something just to pull on. Now drop the leg out to the side, inner thigh. And breathe. And then cross the leg over the outer thigh. Keeping the hip down, kicking the heel away. Circle the foot a couple times, both ways. And then pull a little more. Back to the center, switch legs. Left foot goes into the band, right leg drops down to the floor. Head down, shoulders relaxed. Just pull the leg in. And guide the leg out to the side for your inner thigh. And then cross the leg over for your outer thigh. Keeping that left hip down, circling the foot a couple of times each way. And then pull. And come back to the center. Drop the band. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Wrap the hands around the back of that left thigh. Open your shoulders out. Get the head down. And pull the knee in towards your chest. A little bit of rocking left and right. And then change legs. Left ankle over the right knee. Hands wrap around the back of that right thigh. Again, try to get the head and the shoulders down. Really spreading the shoulders to the sides of the room. Holding there. Having a little bit of movement side to side. And then take both feet down to the mat. Roll all the way over to all fours. Drop your chin, round your spine. Imagine that string in the middle of your back just lifting all the way up. Hollow the abdominals up and away. And tuck your toes, lift your knees. Your heels connected down into the mat as best you can. And then pedal through the feet. Right heel down, left heel down. One more time each way. Both heels down. And then walk back to your feet. Wrap your hands on the backs of the legs as you nod the head yes. Shake the head no. Soften the knees, round the spine, and slowly coming up. Just restacking one vertebra on top of the other. Ribs come on top of the hips, shoulders on top of the ribs, head coming up last. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, come into your balance, just holding, narrowing the waist, relaxing the shoulders. And then reach your arms out to the side and just hold the hands behind the back. One more big stretch here before you shake out the arms, bend the knees, and give yourself a little round of applause. Well done. We're back tomorrow, regular session at 1 p.m. It's almost the weekend again. And then Saturday at 2. So please subscribe to Get Brooked Pilates on YouTube. Almost up to 100 subscribers. Please share it with your friends. And I hope to see you again soon. Thanks.